Welcome. My name is Josh Almeida, and I am very excited to bring to you our latest installment of Focus on Learning, brought to you by New Bedford Public Schools and New Bedford Cable Network. While the best way to find out what your child could be doing at home is to work directly with your child's teacher in school, we know these videos will help everyone keep learning active at home.
Good morning, New Bedford. My name is Miss Mackes, and I teach 3rd grade at the Renaissance Community Innovation School. Today, we're going to be working on area of irregular figures. Last time I was on, we talked about multiplication, so now we're going to put those multiplication strategies to good use. We see our irregular figure here, and our first step is to partition our shape into different shapes. So I see kind of an upside down L shape here. So I'm going to look at it and I'm going to say I could either cut my shape here or I could cut my shape here to make 2 different shapes. Sometimes we might need to make 3 shapes or 4 shapes, but today we're going to focus on 2 shapes. I see that this entire side is 10 inches, and for me, skip counting by 10s to solve is a lot easier than skip counting by 9s. So I'm going to partition my shape right here to make 2 separate shapes. My next step is to find my side lengths and to find any missing side lengths. So I see my first shape is right here. It looks like a nice long rectangle. And when I look at my side lengths, I want to find the whole entire sides that are not cut up. And we know when we're finding area, we're multiplying the length times the width. So I see I have an entire side length of 10 inches. And then I need to find my width. Now I have 2 options here for my width. I see this 9-inch side is partitioned, so I'm going to go ahead and use my 4-inch side because that gives me an entire side for my rectangle. So now I'm going to skip count to solve. I can skip count by 10 4 times or 4 10 times. I'm going to skip count by 10 4 times. 10, 20, 30, 40. So I have one side length, or one area, that is 40 inches squared. Now I'm going to look at my next rectangle. I see my shape is right here. I'm going to see if I need any of my missing side lengths. I have a whole side, which is 5 inches. And then I have that 9-inch side again, but again, that side's broken up, so I can't use it. So I'm going to use this 3-inch side where I have the entire side. I can skip count by 5 3 times or 3 5 times to find my area. I'm going to skip count by 5 3 times because it's easier for me to count by 5s than it is to count by 3s. 5, 10, 15. So I have 15 inches squared for the area of this rectangle. Now my next step after I've solved for the area of each rectangle is to find the sum of my areas. So I'm going to write this out as my problem. 10 times 4 plus 5 times 3 I know that 10 times 4 gives me 40, and I'm going to be adding 15. So I'm going to go over to the side, and I'm going to do 40 plus 15 using the stacking method. I have 0 plus 5 is 5, and 4 plus 1 is 5. So my answer is 55 inches squared. When we're solving for the area, we need to make sure we remember to use our inches squared or our feet squared. Whatever your units are, you need to make sure that you are squaring them. Let's try a little bit more of a challenging problem. We're again going to start with our steps to solve. Our first step is to partition our shape. So I see another L shape, and this time it looks like a bubble letter L. I'm going to look and see where I can partition. So I could break it off here, or I could break it right here. Let me see. I think I want to break my shape right here today. So my next step is to find any side lengths that are missing and to find the sides I'm going to use to do my area. So I'm going to start with this rectangle on top as my first shape to find the area of. So I'm looking and I see an entire side length of 7. I see an entire side length of 3, and then this 10-foot side is broken up, so I'm not going to use it in my area. So I'm going to do 7 times 3. I'm going to find the area of this shape by skip counting. I'm going to count by 7 3 times. So I have 7, 14, 21. So the area of this rectangle is 21 feet squared. Now I'm going to look down at my next rectangle. I notice right away that I only have one entire side length. I only have the length. I have no idea what the width is. I see that this side is 10 feet, but it's broken up, so I can't use that side. So I do know my 6, but I don't know what I'm going to be multiplying by. The way that we solve this is we look at the side that we're missing. So we're missing this length right here. I see I have a whole side of 10, and when I move across, I see a side with 7. I know that my entire shape, if it was one whole rectangle, would have 10 feet going across this side as well. So to solve for this, I'm going to take my 10 feet and I'm going to minus my 7 feet. And that's going to tell me what this missing side length is right here. So I'm going to do 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. So I know that this missing side length is 3 feet. So now I'm going to do 6 times 3. And I'm going to skip count to solve. So I'm going to skip count by 6 3 times. I'm going to do 6, 12, 18. So I have 18 feet squared. My last step is to find the sum of my areas. So I'm going to start by writing this out again as a big problem. Now I'm going to fill in my areas I found. Then I'm going to go over to the side and add them using my stacking method. I have 8 plus 1 gives me 9. And then I'm going to add my 2 10s and my 1 10 to get 39. So my answer is 39 feet squared. That is how you find the area of irregular shapes. I hope that you take this away and use it to help you increase your math skills during our time away. I hope you're all staying safe and healthy. Have a great day.